Well, welcome everyone tonight to the Brian Crombie Radio Hour. I have a friend, Adam Olstek, who for the last little while has been having this kitchen party that she has, and then she does YouTube videos on. And I wanted to find out more about it, mainly because she cut me off the list at one point in time and didn't invite me to one of them. So I was trying to figure out what I did wrong and why I got cut off the list. And Ada is joined by Gregorian Minot. People speak about her as Grego. So Ada and Grego and the kitchen party, tell us, what is this all about?
Maybe we should start how we come up with the idea. We met a few years ago.
Excellent.
At John Kelly Walker party. We had amazing time together, and we realized we have so much in common. We love fashion, we love music, we love people who like to party, we like to entertain, we love food, and we love wine. And the show was born, Brian. As simple as that.
Yeah, it's basically two girlfriends together in a beautiful and different kitchen, each time with a different guest. And we have our resident DJ Fiza, who spins for us. So there's a lot of dancing. As Ada was mentioning, we of course we cook, we drink wine, we play games, and yeah, it's a big party in the kitchen.
And what's the purpose of it? Is it to do something? What's the purpose of these kitchen parties?
Brian, the purpose is to entertain. We want to entertain, we want to have fun, and we want to have excuse to have actually party with people we love. And as you know, every party starts in the kitchen and ends in the kitchen.
Yeah.
This is basically the concept.
Yeah.
You not watch the Insta story because we always invite people to come and join us.
So you have these events in different people's kitchens, and the guest, is the guest the person who owns the house where the kitchen is, or the guest is someone different?
Not necessarily. It depends. It depends, but also, you know, we love to, with our guests, we love, of course, we know we want to get to know them more. We like, it's like a really easy conversation around us making a, you know, simple, fun recipe together. And you know, we want to keep it light and fun, and engage also our audience, because we film in front of a live audience, and of course, you know, if we will continue to do more shows, and that we're gonna have to change a bit the format to respect the social distancing guidelines, but we still want to do shows to just, you know, and more than ever, I think people need something fun and light more than ever. So yeah.
And I think I've seen that you have fashion shows often as well.
Not often, but sometimes we do, all depends. We had fashion show with John Kelly Walker when she was our guest, because I don't know if you know, she has her own fashion line called John Kelly Walker Collection, and all profits go to Breakfast Club Canada. So she does an amazing job. So she was our guest, and we decided to do fashion show. Grego, you have to tell what we actually do sometimes to our guests during the show.
Yeah, so each show we try to, you know, to spice it up, to, you know, to play a little trick on our guests. So our first show, we had
Carol Ventina. Yeah, Carol Ventina.
Carol Ventina. Sorry. I was all the way at the beach, the sun. Yeah, Carl Wolf and Dina, and they were so graceful, so generous with us, because that was our first show. We never done that, you know, and especially in front of a live audience. So they were so good. But so we played a little trick on Carl. So we, my son, who's 10, we asked my son to hide in the supposed fridge. And while we were filming, cooking with Carl and Dina, we asked at one point to Carl if he wanted to serve more wine. So he goes to the fridge, and my son popped up of the fridge. Of course, it was a fake fridge, and scared him. He had a mask. So it was really, really funny. And we got the perfect shot for that. And so that was the first show that we we laugh. And the second show with Joan, we did something else also after the fashion show. Do you wanna share, Ada?
Sure. So on the we had a few models dressed up in John Kelly Walker collection, and we decided that we have to surprise Joan. So we decided that on the end of fashion show, we're going to have her best friend dress up in one of her outfits, wearing a wig. And when because it was him, when he came on the stage, she was like,
it was a he, it's a man. So she really thought that it was another model, but at the end realized, oh my God, it's Jonathan, your friend Jonathan.
Took the wig and he,
So you love to have a little bit of fun and play some jokes on people. Wonderful. Well, we're chatting with Ada Mostek and Gregorian Minot, Ada and Grego, who have their kitchen parties. We're going to take a break for some messages and come back more and hear about some of the other guests and some of the other events that they've had. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Brian Crombie Radio Hour on Saga 960. Well, I'm having a fun time tonight listening to Ada Mostek and Grego Minot talking about the Grego Ada kitchen parties that they have. Or is it the Ada Grego? I can't remember which it is. Which comes first?
It's Grego and Ada. Grego
and Ada, okay. So you told us how you met. What's your backgrounds? Like, are you both great cooks or something? Like, how have you come to where you are today?
I'm going to tell you a very quick story. She's an amazing cook, and I can pair wine with whatever Grego cooks. So that's our
her job is to serve the wine. I do the the hard work. I do all the chopping and the cook and the prep. But she's really good at doing what she does, serving the wine. No, we're a good team. We're a good team. But yes, I definitely enjoy cooking. I cook a lot I cook a lot at home. I love food. For me, it's really simple food with fresh ingredients, healthy food, but easy breezy, but good. So food is.
Grego, what's your background?
So I'm originally from Montreal. Grew up in Montreal. I was born in Thailand. Adopted when I was very young. Grew up in Montreal. Raised in Montreal. So my first language is French. Probably you noticed my accent. And grew up on TV. I was a child actor, started at a very young age, doing commercials and TV series, TV shows, and as well as studying ballet. I wanted to be ballerina. So I did all my studies and dance, while at the same time I was doing acting. I gave up dance later on and continued in my acting career. Moved to Toronto with my husband and learned English here and did my career here and I ended up doing a reality show a few years ago called The Real Housewives of Toronto. And this is how I met Ada in one of her social parties event. We clicked, and since then we doing this together, and it's wonderful.
Excellent. And Ada, tell us your background, please.
I'm Polish. You probably can hear my accent as well. And I have a media background. Like 20 something years ago, I was host and producer of one of the Polish entertainment show, catering mostly to Polish Canadian. A few years later, I decided I want to do something else, and I created a show called Look Like Cook. And I've done the show probably for 6 years. And after cooking show, I decided that maybe travel is something I would like to tap in. So I have a show called Travel, Eat, Have Fun, Repeat. And when I thought I was done, Grego was like, hey, it would be fun to do something again. And we started our own show. And that's the history.
So tell us about some of the dinners that you've had and the events and who the guests been and what's the food been.
I think after John Kelly Walker, we had Cindy Sampson.
So after John, we had my dear friend Sangeeta Patel, who's a ET Canada reporter, and so we had her as our guest. She was so wonderful, and it was amazing because we went to Africa together. So we have her like a special moment. But the show was really fun because we also did a little trick with her. And by the way, the setup was just amazing. The kitchen, we had a pool in the back.
Beautiful
This Tuscany style kitchen. It was just so beautiful and the perfect day. But with Sangeeta, we played also a little trick. So she, of course, she interviews big stars, many stars around the world. She probably, she knows all of them. And one of her like really good story to share was with George Clooney. She was telling us one day, George Clooney, she was by herself in the interview room, and he came alone. Usually those stars have their big entourage. He came by himself and just served her coffee. He asked her, do you want a coffee? And he went prepare like a little cup of coffee for Sangeeta. George Clooney. And so while we were asking her about, for her to share the story, someone dressed as George Clooney with a fake mask and came with a coffee behind her and surprised her. So she had a good laugh.
Excellent.
So, and after Sangeeta, we had Cindy Sampson. I don't know if you know Brian. She is one of the stars of Private Eyes. I don't know if you with Jason Prissy. Oops, sorry, that's my phone. I need to. With Cindy, what we did, we make her taste. Actually, Grego blindfolded her, and we make her taste few different appetizers, and she has to guess what's in it. They were simple appetizers, but she has to guess what's on it, and she won the prize. So we have a little fun. She was such a great sport. She's unbelievable. She has amazing sense of humor and such a good heart. So
and we made the dumplings. So she loves dumplings, and so we decided let's make some dumplings with her, and we made some pork and shrimp dumplings, all of us, and it was delicious with some homemade peanut sauce, and it was a big success.
Fantastic.
And another show we did, it was a show with Charles Hanna. We had Jordan Hart, and we had your friend.
Yeah, Stephen Karras, Canadian designer Stephen Karras. And we did a fashion show with all his beautiful gals. And Ada and myself, the privilege as well to wear a beautiful gown while cooking. I never imagined in my life wearing a $5,000 gown cooking.
$5,000 gown cooking.
Yeah, that was amazing experience. But this time we were surprised by our friends who decided to bring Carol, who sang for us Happy Birthday. We are both in January, what I'm saying, in December, we both Sagittarius. So that was really nice touch, and we were like shocked and surprised. So that was good. That was interesting. It was an amazing show.
Yeah, it was great.
A lot of fun events. And at these events, do you usually have different menu items that you're cooking and sampling?
Yes. Well, it depends. I mean, with Charles, who the author and philanthropist, he actually was the one who was teaching us his recipe. So he had this amazing, lamb and pasta recipe. So he taught us how to make it. But all the other times, we usually we want to keep it simple because it's not a long show. It's a 20-minute show, so we can't have a big recipe, but we want to do one recipe that's simple that people can make at home. But with Anne, one of our last guests, Anne Kaplan, who's one also of the Real Housewives of Toronto, we didn't cook. We had a Valentine's special. And so we did a cake contest decoration. So a little bit, different, but so much fun because Anne Kaplan is such a funny, amazing lady. She is the funniest, one of the funniest women I know. And she wrote a book, so we talked about her book. But with Anne, you have to be prepared to anything because she so she brought her own props. So each of us had our own cakes, and we all had our decoration, and there was a contest, and the funny thing, well, there's a lot of funny things in that show, but I almost dropped my cake on the floor, and that was.
I don't know how she did it, but seriously, we all thought it's done, but she saved it. There was a miracle. It was so funny. And by
I saved the cake. Yeah.
She makes the entrance. She walked like a queen. It was amazing.
Now, I think you've also had different people perform, sing at some of your events.
Yes, we did. Well, and one is your friend Ada, who sang at John's show.
Oh, Anna Saison was one of our singer during the John Kelly Walker show. We have
Jordan Hart.
Yes, he's
Jordan
amazing
Hart is
musician. We have Carol and Dina, and we also have Fiza. She's just like, you know, she makes the show fun, and she makes sure that everybody is dancing during and after the show.
Yeah.
By the way, Grego loves to dance, and I have no moves. Brian, you know I have no moves, so I'm usually like, and Grego is like really dancing, having fun, and I'm just like, okay. But we had fun. We had fun. We engaging the audience as well.
So what's the future? You're going to do these dinners by Zoom next, or are we hoping to have them in a backyard, socially distant, or what?
Yeah, I think, you know, we definitely want to keep the show going because, as I said earlier, like I think people need humor and lightness more than ever, and this show is all about, you know, joy and having fun and laughing. Of course, you know, we're not gonna, you know, we're not going to be able to shoot. Yeah, we're going to have to find a way to shoot differently, respecting our you know, the social distancing. But we still want to do it. So we're working on this, and we're aiming for this summer and finding a new recipe for the show.
We also want to invite different people representing different ethnicities. So usually our guests are representing different ethnicity, and we try to make something which they will enjoy. So we are looking forward to our next guest. I don't know if it will happen this summer, but we can say yes that our next guest is supposed to be a super fan now. I think they'll be
we're trying to have him as one of our guests, so that would be really fun to have him.
Well, he lives 3 doors from me. He's got a spectacular backyard, so I recommend you have it in his backyard, and everyone can be like 6 feet apart.
Exactly.
Oh, Mike, do you know him? Have you met him personally?
Yes.
Brian?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Very close to.
So you can kind of tell him, hey, to my Ada and Grego, you know, kitchen party in your backyard.
Bring the kitchen party to Mississauga. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
What else are you up to, Ada? I know that you've got a podcast I've seen. Tell us about the podcast.
You know what? I actually last year I was I'm an animal lover. I am, and last year I was thinking, how can I, you know, create a charity which I can donate to, you know, animal shelters. And you know, I was thinking to maybe, you know, taking the picture with a celebrity with their pets, and I don't know, I was all over the place. And obviously COVID happened, and I was like, okay, I'm not able to do that. So next idea, it was, how about if I will invite different celebrities from different backgrounds, could be entertainment, business, sports, and they're going to ask little challenging, maybe sometimes tough questions. And if they do, for every question we're going to donate, or I should say sponsor is going to donate money for animal shelters. And so far so good. We, like, nobody said no so far. And you know, that's the idea. So this is pure charity concept, and I would like to obviously interview people in person, but right now, as you know, that's not doable. So we'll see for future brings. But this is definitely charity-based project, and I want to keep it that way.
And Grego, have you got any other projects?
My love to animals, which I love.
Grego, have you got any other projects you're involved in?
Yeah, so of course, a few of the projects I was working on were, kind of on hold. But I've been during COVID, during the crisis, I've been doing this, working with this skincare brand I absolutely love, and I co-hosted a virtual facial with a few of my friends, with this company Valmont. So I will share this weekend on my social media. And so I had a few people over with the top director of Valmont, and got all the products sent, and we had a 30-minute facial with all the products. And the best part of it is I'm going to have an amazing giveaway of all the products we all used. And and it's an amazing big giveaway. So that was really fun. And we'll see how things go, but yeah, I'm looking forward to get back to work and get back out there and hug
Excellent.
people.
We all do, yes.
So if
I'm a hugger.
people want to
that.
check out your videos of any of the past kitchen parties, how do they do that?
Oh, we have, you can go on YouTube and type Kitchen Party with Grego and Ada. And all shows are there. So it's very easy.
So it's just
Everybody is on YouTube, Brian, yes. Kitchen Party with Grego and Ada, that's it. And you can see all shows, yeah.
Kitchen Party with Grego and Ada YouTube. Subscribe, Brian. You have to subscribe.
Exactly, Brian, if you didn't, you have to.
We need your
So
support.
I think I've seen sort of the outline on Facebook a few times, and I've felt terrible that I haven't been invited. But it looks like a lot of fun.
Brian, you know how we invite people? Basically, we actually, via social media, we announced that we're filming during this day, during that time. You never watched. Okay, next time you get private invitation.
You were kind enough to give me one private invitation once, and I couldn't make it. I apologize. But it sounds like a great event and a lot of fun. And I think you're right. During COVID-19, all the time, but particularly during COVID-19, we need to have some fun and some levity and some good times. I interviewed a friend of yours, someone that whose partner committed suicide, and it was a really heartfelt interview and very, very sad. But one of the things that kept her going were events, connections, parties, and people. And so I do think that socially distant was the wrong term to use. Physically distant was the right term, 6 feet apart. But just like we're chatting right now, I think we needed to stay socially connected with people. And whether it's mental health or suicide or just, people getting a little bit stir crazy, which I'm getting, the connections with other people are keys in life. And you do
Absolutely.
so well. I haven't met you before, Grego, but I've known Ada. Ada is one of the best connectors that you've ever met. She's a wonderful person. Introduce
Very
you.
true. She is.
Well,
she is.
I love people, Brian, I love everybody. I get along with everybody. So that's what it is.
Well, Ada Mostek and Grego Minot, thank you so much for joining me tonight on the Brian Crombie Radio Hour. I look forward to coming to one of your events in the future. Have a great evening, ladies.
Hi, thank you for having us, Brian. Bye, Ada. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that's the Brian Crombie Radio Hour for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Good night.